Hey there, Aries. It's me here, Krystal Clear, happy to deliver July 2024's reading for you. So we're going to start by pulling two cards for the overall energy, one coming into the month and one as we go out. So beginning the month, we've got travel. An upcoming trip proves to be life-changing in positive ways for you. And then when it comes to as we leave the month, we have ask for what you want. Let the universe and other people know what you need. All right there, Aries. So as we begin the month with travel, this does talk about career. It talks about business, and it does talk about it in a positive way. So for some of you, that travel or that shift in your business or career might be happening this month. And since it's general, the timing of things, may be specific for your situation, may be different. So either some of you are coming into the month having just traveled, or some of you may be traveling this month. And traveling to me is also meaning shifting. So even if you're not traveling anywhere, driving or any other form of transportation to leave your destination, or maybe for some of you, you are. It is about moving from one place to the next place. And so I do sense that this month begins a shift or a transformation in your work life or your job, or if you're an entrepreneur, your business plan or your business topic or focus. It's shifting, it's growing, and that you've either had some experiences or you will this month that shift your focus for career and the adventure, right? We spend most of our life, for the most part, most of us will spend it working and getting the money needed to sustain the lifestyle we wish to have for ourselves and our people in it. So it's important that we do what we love. And I feel like, Aries, you're really starting to realize where some tweaks and some considerations need to happen regarding your work and how it feels. Because as you leave the month, we've got ask for what you want. So I feel as if there's some big changes for you happening and some purging really that you've been going through over these last few months. But I feel like this month is where everything has come almost clean or clear, and it's time for you to start rebuilding and to start re-inviting in people maybe who you've lost touch with and reconnecting with them, bringing in new people to your journey to help you with this life-changing positive shift that proves to be connected to career, connected to just the shift of life. You are able to decide who and what you can depend on and ask for and do this experience with. And so as you leave this month after this travel, it feels like you will have a clearer understanding of who you want to be in your life, who you want to share some of these, responsibilities with. Who are you working with? Who are you networking with? Who's supporting your family or supporting your dreams? All of that comes into focus this month. And by the end of the month, you seem unafraid and ready to put the pieces of the game together, or put the pieces on the board. Like you're ready to set it up, to go live, or to go forward with an idea, which is likely to present itself or to begin either in August. But because I know that Mercury retrograde is going to hit us in August, likely September, for there to be the most abundant opportunity to see the fruits of your labor come to fruition. All right, let's see what else we've got, Aries. I'm going to pull four tarot cards, one for each week as you navigate July. So the first week starts off with the Fool. And it's very likely that this connects very much so to shifting, traveling, moving. So again, it does feel mostly heavy on the career side of things for Aries, but this can be like your personal work or your personal changes as well, where you're living and where it is that you're moving to. It's possible that could be changing and shifting, or at least very much so your mind is moving. for most of you, your mind is shifting and you're seeing a clearer perspective, likely and hopefully a higher perspective, where you don't have to stay in the decisions that you've made, and you don't have to stay with the people that you have been with, and you don't have to keep doing the things that you've been doing, and you can travel, you can move. You're not a tree, you're not planted anywhere. You have a bit of that freedom. And I do feel like you've even created a lifestyle that allows for you to be more flexible than what you've been. You just haven't been stepping into that power. So that first week in July that's coming up, I really feel that there's some just some chains that break. There's just a freedom that you're released from. Yeah. 5 of Wands. I'm interested to see what comes after this. That second week, as you maybe travel, move from here to there, either leave some connections behind, just moving into a new perspective as you start to see more clearly the road ahead. I feel as if that second week may come in with some heaviness or some grief where you have felt in the past, or you can realize now moving forward that some people in your past were kind of holding you back, or they might not have been the best for you. And I sense that this second week, maybe even business practices, maybe you have thought that something with your business practices or your work was right for you, and you now realize, wow, I was worth so much more and I stayed too long in that situation, is what I feel with this 5 of Pentacles. It's like you're realizing you were staying too long in a situation or experience or relationship, and there's some self-forgiveness that comes in within that second week there of July. For the third week, we've got 7 of Swords. This is about changing direction with your communication, and maybe just because, okay, so Aries, by this third week, try not to try to work on that forgiveness part, because the third week shows that it's possible that where you realize some people have not either been on your team, or that you need some new inspiration or new people to connect with, or things that are not working. I don't want you to feel like you have been misdirected or betrayed in any way, because Spirit really is the one moving this. When I see ask for what you want, there's part responsibility where we have to use our voice in a way that supports our future, our desire, our needs. But if we don't know what that is, then it's hard for us to ask for it. This is 5 of Wands and 7 of Swords is heavy on the forgive yourself for what you didn't know before you knew it type of message. Just because you have this beautiful perception and you're like, okay, well, I need to make some big changes. I need to make some big moves, and you're ready for that. Make sure you're forgiving yourself along the way, so that the last week of the month can be clear, so that when you're asking for what you want, you're finally doing so with this clear mind forward, with this higher positive, life-changing perspective forward, and not the grief and the hurt of your own unforgivingness, or where you have messed up before, or where you've sabotaged your happiness. Let's see how that last week looks. Whew, okay, good job. Hopefully you can get that done with that King of Cups. King of Cups does come in with emotional maturity. So I do sense that it's going to be interesting of a month of July for Aries. It might be a little... just sometimes awareness isn't the most comfortable. We just realize where, like, we've held ourselves back, or we haven't been fully in alignment with where we could go. It's like, oh, why did it take so long for me to realize this? And we could get on ourselves, and we could get down on ourselves. But good indication with the King of Cups showing up that last week, that you're able to process this travel, this move, this shift, this fresher perspective from a place of inspiration, from a place of self-forgiveness, and really motivated to see what comes next. All right, let's pull 3 cards here, wrap it up for Spirit's advice. We've got encourage effortlessness. So try to be easy on yourself as you go about the month of July. Aries, try not to be so heavy. This 5 of Wands and this 7 of Swords, it for sure is going to take some work to do, to purge and to have that self-forgiveness. But the 2 on the edge, the Fool and the King of Cups, tells me that you're going to get through this and you're going to feel lighthearted by the end of the month. Even if you go through some processing, some purging in the middle of the month, there's a fresh light at the end of the tunnel, and it should bring some ease. It should bring some excitement. Look at that, Aries. And that's like, to me, the Aries symbol. We've got hold your ground. I do feel like this is, steady in that middle month, steady in mid-month. Try not to forget that every step is in a forward movement. We just have to figure out what that is. And with ask for what you want by the end of the month, I really feel like you have that clarity. But as you find like you've done your best, you're doing your best, and nothing is stopping you from doing more, becoming more, and growing more aligned. And finally, we've got Guard in the Heart, a beautiful card for like that ask for what you want, the King of Cups, the Fool. As you garden your heart and your desires and your dreams and your goals and that big picture, and you pull back all the blame and all the different games that we play when we're hurt and things like that, I really feel you find that what you have in front of you is a beautiful opportunity to grow this experience that this resonates with you for. So I hope that this helps you navigate July, and I'm wishing you all the love and best blessings. Take care.